myself shaving. So I'm not gonna lie. The last two vlogs, yesterday's and today's, are kind of weird and short. For one, it's because there really wasn't a whole lot to show. Yesterday I played Dragon Quest all the way through, and that was really important to me. And that was really the only thing I did. The trip to the airport and getting on the plane is, I mean, it's anybody else's trip as well. We had some semi-interesting cuisine on the airline, but not anything that was too crazy out there. It was just, definitely skewing a little more Asian than an American airline would. Today, I had to split the vlog because of the international date line. So we landed in Shanghai. The big thing that was wild to me is that we landed in Shanghai at the airport, and then we joined up with some of our tour group, because we're a part of a group, and they have a driver, and we got on the bus, and they drove an hour before we got to this hotel. And there wasn't traffic, and we're still in Shanghai. In other words, Shanghai is huge. Now, it was dark, so we couldn't show very much, but obviously tomorrow our adventures will begin. And as a quick reminder, I just wanted to say that I brought SD cards this time around. That's super unusual for me, so I'm trying to be very conservative with what I film. Obviously, starting tomorrow, I'm going to film a lot more, but for these first few days, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna tap the brakes a little bit on how much I would normally film, because this stuff is ultimately not super important, and I have a limited reservoir of stuff I can shoot. Now, if there's an emergency, then I could buy another SD card, but I'm really hoping I don't have to do that. So for the entirety of the trip, I can shoot like somewhere between 12 and 15 hours. Really depends on the content itself, but I'm hoping that I won't use all of that. And if I'm conservative with what I film and try to only shoot the stuff that I know I'm going to use, it'll make the editing process easier as well. So you'll just have to give me a bit of a pass on that. But this is our room. We're actually staying in a Marriott courtyard, which we've stayed at a million times back in the States because we stay in Marriotts, and it's nice. It's a very, I would call it Western. It's a very Western style hotel, but I don't know if hotels are done this way here too, so it might be unfair to call it Western. But this is a very Western style hotel. It's got a really nice shower in it too. But we're gonna be in here for how many days?
Until Friday.
Until Friday?
Yeah.
Now, is it?
Turn the air down. It's so cold.
I mean, but it's the sleeping temperature. We had to do a conversion to figure out what the sleeping temperature was because it's in Celsius. Turns out it's 20. That's the temperature we sleep with it on at night. So everyone who lives in the Celsius world now knows. And you can figure out what it feels like whenever we go to bed every night at home. We also managed to do a breakfast stream. I was concerned if we would have Wi-Fi and if the Wi-Fi would be fast enough, especially considering a VPN is in the mix. But it worked. Not like perfect, but it did pretty good. And we'll be here on Thursday, so we should hopefully be able to do another one then. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog because, like I said before, I need the SD space. So tomorrow when things actually start happening, I can start shooting. But thank you so much for watching. I'm very excited about this trip, but I'm also completely exhausted, and I cannot wait to get some sleep. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? And hopefully this thing will stop bleeding. I can't believe I cut myself.